Hello, my dearly beloved students, and welcome to a new video presented to you from Al Ahram Modern School English Department by Mrs. Jihan Mustafa. In this video, we're going to introduce the first lesson of Unit 1 from Close Up B1, and the unit is entitled Family Ties. I want you to try and think what's the meaning of the title. Of course, a family is a number of people related to each other, and the word ties, I need you to try and find synonyms for this word. So it's the relationship between people in the same family, and we have other words with the same meaning like relationships, bonds, connections, and so on. So I need you to have a closer look at this picture, which shows 3 different hands. What's distinct or different about this picture, and what do you think it means? Well, the picture means or shows 3 different hands which belong to people of different ages: a child's hand, a young adult's hand, and an elderly person's hand. So you can guess that the 3 hands belong to people from the same family: a granddaughter, a mother, and a grandmother. And here is the caption, which I find very appropriate to the picture. It's a child's hand, a mother's hand, and a grandmother's hand, 3 generations side by side. So you can guess that you can have people belonging to different generations within the same family. Now let's move on to the reading part. Part A says, what compares how many words for family members can you think of? Write as many as you can in 1 minute. Now set the timer to 1 minute, and in your notebook try to write as many words as you can think of about family members. Pause the video, write the words, and then play again. Now the answers can be mom, mommy, mother, dad, father, son, daughter, grandma, grandmother, granddad, grandpa, grandfather, great-grandmother, great-grandfather, cousin, uncle, aunt, nephew, niece, stepmother, father, brother, sister, mother, father, brother, and sister-in-law. All these words refer to or express family members. B. How can you learn about your family's past? Write down the different ways in your notebook, then quickly read the text. Are your answers the same? Now, the family ties or your family's past can be long ago because you belong to a family and you have people who lived long ago, other generations or older generations that lived long ago, and still they belong to the same family. So how do you think you can find out or learn or know more about your family's past? Pause, think, and then play the video and check the answer. Now, some ways you can find out about your family's past are like the DNA test, or listening to a family stories told by other family members. Also, genealogy could be a way to find out about this, or asking your relatives about your ancestors and making a record of them, and a family tree. Looking in old newspapers and public records, and looking on the internet also could be a way to know more about your family's past. In exercise C, I need you to read the text about family history and match the headings below with the correct sections in the text. A. Your turn. B. What is genealogy? C. Research and records. I need you to quickly skim or read through the passage, find out the main ideas about each paragraph, and then match with the headings. Number A, your turn, is section 3. Number B is section 2. What is genealogy? Number C, research and records. This is section 4. Now let's move on to the next part. Before we start reading the text about family history or family ties, we need to introduce or focus on some words that you're going to meet during your reading. The first word is gene. A gene is a part of a cell passed from parents to children that determines how they look. So, how you look, it's determined by your genes, which are passed to you from your parents. Okay. The second word, generation. The people of about the same age in a particular family. So, inside any family, we have people of middle age, like your parents, maybe. We have elderly people, like your grandparents, and they are a generation. And we have smaller or younger generations, like you and your brothers or sisters, your cousins, your nephews. So we have generations or people of the same age. The word ancestor means a person related to you who lived a long time ago. So your ancestors are your relatives, but they lived long time ago. Genealogy is the study of family history. So how you find out about your family history, you can use genealogy. Okay, in exercise D, it says read the exam close-up, then read the exam task below and underline the keywords in the text. I need you to read all these sentences in order to be able to match them and decide whether they are true or false. You can pause and read the sentences and then get back to the video. Here is an exam close-up tip. This is an advice to you as student that tells you how to handle a task inside the exam. Reading the exam question first. So if you have a reading passage, you need to read the exam question first before you read the passage itself, because it will help you find out the information you're looking for and answer the questions. It's a good idea to read the exam sentences very carefully before you read the text. Underline the keywords in each statement so you know what information you need to look for. So inside each question you have keywords that you need to underline and look for them, or for words that have the similar meaning in the passage itself. Then read the text quickly so you know what it is about to find out the main idea. And read the text again and look for words and phrases in the text that are similar to the word you underlined in each exam sentence. The statements are in the same order as the information in the text. So what you need to do is read the exam questions first, underline the keywords, and then look for them inside the text. Then you can find the answers. The order of the questions is going to be the same as the order of the information in the text itself. They are going to have the same order. Now I need you to pause the text, read the passage, and then get back to the video in order to answer the questions. Here in exercise E, it says, look at the sentences below about studying your family history. Read the text to decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect, right, true, or false. Now, after reading the passage, you can decide whether these sentences are true or false. Read the text, read the questions, find the keywords, and decide whether the sentence or the statement is true or false. Number 1 says, we look the way we do because of the genes in our DNA. Is this true or false? Yes, it's true. Number 2, a DNA test can show where in the world our ancestors lived. Also, this is true. You can find out the number of relatives you have in a DNA test. Is this true or false? No, it's false. This is not a true statement. Number 4, genealogy is the history of our past and present family members. Is this true or false? No, it's false. Relatives who are alive could have information about ancestors. Is this true? Yes, of course, you can find out about your family's past. Number 6, a family tree shows how you are related to other people in your family. Is this true or false? Yes, it's true. It can show. Number 7, a detective can help you to find information about your family. Is this true or false? No, it's false. The passage is asking you to become the detective and find out information about your family's past. Number 8. It is possible to buy old newspapers at some libraries. Is this true or false? No, 8 is false because you cannot buy the newspapers, you can just read them at the libraries. Number 9, public records tell you when people were born. Is this true or false? Yes, of course, you can find this in a public record. Number 10, the text says that websites can help you find information about your ancestors. Can you find this on a website? Yes, of course you can, it's true. Well done, girls. Well done, boys. Let's move on. Exercise F says, find the underlined words in the text and think about what they mean, then circle the correct meanings. Here you have a number of words or vocabulary. You need to find them in the passage, and from the text, from the line or the context they are in, you will be able to guess the meaning of these words. Number 1, take after. 2, look like. 3, pass down. 4, relative. 5, find out. 6, look for. For number 1, the word or the phrasal verb take after, does it mean to follow somebody or to be like somebody? Yes, of course, to be like somebody, like to be like your mom or your dad. Look like is to have a similar appearance or to see things you enjoy. When you look like someone, you have a similar appearance. You have the same face, the same features, the same hair. You look like someone. Number 3, pass down. Does it mean to transfer to or to respect the next generation? Of course, pass down means to transfer to the next generation. Number 4, relative. Relative is a family member, not a close friend, of course. Your relative is your family member. 5, find out means to take outside or to discover or learn. When you find out about something, you discover or you learn about it. Look for. When you look for something, does this mean that you're going to be similar to it or to try to find it? Look for, of course, means to try to find. Well done. Now, here are some questions or 2 questions for you to think about. If you could choose someone famous to be in your family, who would you choose and why? This is a very interesting question to think about. Choose someone famous, and this person is going to be your relative, is going to be one of your family members. Who is him and why? 2, if you could go back in time, which one of your ancestors would you like to meet? Why and why not? So let's say that you have many ancestors and you find out about them. Which one of them would you like to meet if you can go back in time? That's all for now. I wish you the best of luck and see you soon. Goodbye.